Mike, kind of a tougher game there last night. Just what did you see there, 5-0 against a good team?
I don't think the score really reflected the game. I mean, I think we had some quality chances. We had a lot of shots on net. The difference was they capitalized on their chances and we didn't. And, 5-0 game it's a lopsided score, but I think the mindset in the room right now is the right one, and we'll come out strong the next game.
What are some of the things that they can do, whether it's adjustments or maybe kind of returning what you did earlier in the season, where you can maybe sustain some of those chances you had mentioned the last two games?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we play the right way, play the systems that got us in the position that we're in right now in the standings, I think that's the most important thing. I noticed that when we kind of deviate from our game plan, that's when things start to go south, and I think if we can get back to the things that got us here, that's the most important thing.
One of the real positives these last two games, Grand Rapids' power play has been very potent this year. You guys go 8 for 8 in the penalty kill.
Yeah, I mean, whenever a team's got a good power play, you got to try and stay out of the box as much as you can, and they won it last year, and you can see why they did. They play a pretty good system, and they have a lot of chemistry, and especially on the power play, when you know where guys are going to be, it makes it a lot easier. And just eliminate the penalties, and hopefully on our power play we can score.
A couple of the younger guys that you've played on different lines with throughout the season, Cam McLeese or Michael Spacek, have you seen their games develop since the beginning of camp?
Good. I mean, Kleischer, he looks. I mean, he's a big guy. He's a strong skater. Really good penalty killer. I know the coaches like him a lot, and he works his ass off out there, and he's a great guy in the room. And with Spot, he's got a ton of skill. He'll have a bright future in this game, and he's still learning. But I think each game he kind of gets a little bit better.
And, you talked about the mindset and just trying to stay positive after a couple of games there. How important is it at a time like this, whether it's after one tough game or a couple tough games, to lean on that support system, especially when it comes to the the leadership group like yourself and guys like Patrice?
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there before. I mean, even guys that it's their first year, I'm sure they've gone through ups and downs in minor hockey and in junior or college. So I think everyone kind of knows what to expect. And with a leadership group, we kind of have to just take the reins and say, listen, it's not the end of the world. It's one game. We came off a pretty remarkable road trip. Been gone for a long time, and to come back and lose a couple, it's not that big of a deal. We just got to make sure it's not a habit.
Patrice had made a really interesting comment a couple of days ago that, talking about the great leadership group that you guys have, that it's also been a little bit easier for you guys because the rookies and the younger players, they've been really receptive to learning. Have you seen it that way as well?
Yeah, I mean, the rookies have been great, following an example, but also been contributing offensively, defensively, vocally in the room. And I think what makes us such a great team is we've got a lot of great people, and that's the first thing. Hockey tends to come second, and life kind of comes first. And when you have good people, I think it makes it easier on the leadership group, and it makes it easier on the whole team.
Milwaukee's been a very scrappy team this year. They're right on the fringes of the playoff race. So what are your expectations for these next two?
They're fighting for their lives, so we have to make sure that we come out with our strongest performance. I think when you're the top dog in the standings, teams kind of measure themselves against you, and we have to bring it every night because we're going to be the measuring stick for all these teams. So with Milwaukee trying to fight for a playoff spot, makes all the difference for us to have a strong game.